What's up, everybody? Hi, Warrior Babes. Nikki here, and welcome to our live Q&A session together. What's up, peoples? Good evening, good morning. Hello, hello. I am excited to be here with you guys today. It is our Warrior Babe Wednesday. Yay, live Q&A. Hopefully my energy comes up during this call because right now Aunt Flo decided to come into town and she's coming with vengeance. So as I'm on the call with you guys, I'm literally experiencing my hormones going like this. But anyway, what's up, guys? Excited to be here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Angela. As you guys are joining in on this call, please say, hey, what's up, so I can see everybody who's joining in. I love seeing the names, everybody's names, like the same ones week to week to week. And I love seeing you guys in the community. I love being able to like put a face to a name, put a name to a face. Love it. So as you guys are joining, say, hey, what's up? Hi, Robin. What's up, babes? Yay. I love our Q&A time together. If you guys are joining in at a later date or time, give me the hashtag replay and leave all of your questions or comments that you have pertaining to this live Q&A in this thread so that Kate or myself can come back and we can answer the Q&As that are inside of this thread here at the bottom. Plus, guys, the more that you guys, as you guys are joining in, the more that you say, hey, what's up, and welcome yourself into the group, this our video will pop up at the top of the thread inside of the Facebook community so that anybody who's new or doesn't know how to join this live Q&A is able to see it and click on it and join in. So make sure you guys say hey, all right? Let me know who's here. What's up, Scarlett? Hi, Dawn. Hi, Francine. What's up, babes? Hi, guys. You guys instantly get my energy up. I love it. I love being here and spending some time with you guys. Hi, Mariana. What's up, guys? Woohoo! All right, so we'll get started in just a few minutes. I see more people trickling in. This is awesome. What's up, Melissa? So you guys can start if you want to start commenting your questions. I also said this at the beginning of the call. I'm going to repeat it now. My energy is slowly coming up. Aunt Flo decided to come into town literally 30 minutes ago. So I'm dealing with that at the same time and trying to be like high energetic while my cramps are just like so what's up, everybody? Hello, Warrior Babes. Yes. Hi, everybody. All right. So if you guys have any questions pertaining to our Q&A, you guys can start leaving them in the comment area here. We'll get to them in just a few seconds. But first of all, I wanted to welcome, last week we had 130 new Warrior Babes. The week before that, we had 117 new Warrior Babes. I am so excited to welcome all of you new babes into our community. You are literally a part of thousands of women who are getting toned and becoming strong, more confident versions of themselves. So if everybody wants to say, hey, new babes, make them feel welcome. Our group is so empowering and so supportive and so inspiring. So all these new babes are coming in and they're going to be lighting the fire under everybody's ass here that's been here for a minute, getting them excited, and then everybody who's been in here with the community for a year now is able to hype up and get those new Warrior Babes excited about their journey here. Help them out, extend a hand, because we've all been in the starter position before, right? We're all really good starters and really good finishers here. Remember that. Nobody is a really good starter and a terrible finisher. So I am so excited that the new babes are here. Warrior Babe is where strong is the new sexy. Love it. So make sure, any of you new Warrior Babes, that you're going through the 14-day blast off sequence. And any veteran Warrior Babes who we're coming into February now. Holy moly, we're 1 month into 2020, into this new decade. And if you guys haven't revisited your goals on what you want to accomplish, I highly recommend that you go back. If you haven't saved the blast offs, they're inside the Facebook group in the unit section. Go through the blast off videos. They're going to help you remember why you're here and what you want to accomplish and how to commit to yourself, and kind of leave out the people that want to give you opinions about everything, the people who aren't on a journey for themselves. It helps you remember where you're headed and the goals that you specifically want to accomplish, because you're the only one who can see them inside of your mind. Nobody else understands why you want to do this. Nobody understands why you're packing your meals. Nobody understands why you're choosing not to eat what's out to dinner, and you're choosing to ask for no butter, ask for no olive oil, all this kind of stuff. Remember that, guys. Nobody fully understands it other than you. And it's hard for you to formulate your own goals into words because you're the only one who really feels them and understands them. So it's really important for y'all to go through that blast off email sequence. If you haven't already, it's going to help you set yourself up for success here inside of this new journey, or a journey that's putting you on the right path. All right. Hi, guys. Yes, welcome to WarriorBabes. Yes, I love it. Awesome, guys. All right, so let's kick off this Q&A since I see some stuff coming in now. So we can start leaving any questions or anything you want to ask me, you guys. Leave it in the comment area here, and I'm going to get to everybody before we get off this live Q&A. Remember, there's no silly or stupid question here. There's no right or wrong question. I want you guys to feel like you're supported, and I want you guys to be able to get off this call and have extreme clarity on what you need to do next. If there's something I don't know, I'm going to straight up tell you I don't know. If there's something that I maybe haven't tried before, but you guys are like, hey, what do you think of this? I'm going to say I've never tried it before. I would do some more research. I'm not going to give you, I would never give you input on something that I've never tried before. So I want you guys to feel like you can ask me anything. All right. So let's dive into it. Francine, on the WB calculator, is the activity level our workout time, and the caloric baseline is the amount of food we eat? What is the fat burning state? Okay. So the activity calculator, activity level is your daily expenditure with your work. Like if you have a low sedentary job and you just sit at a desk all day, then that would be your sedentary level. If you are moderately active in your everyday lifestyle, plus you're doing like 5 to 6 days of the WarriorBabe workouts, then I highly recommend that everybody just starts at the moderate activity level, because even if you're sedentary but you're doing these WarriorBabe workouts, they're pretty intense. So you will be burning a lot of calories. So I recommend it. It's inside the calculator too, Francine, where it says I recommend every WarriorBabe to start at this level. So the caloric baseline is your maintaining baseline. That is when you enter your stats, this is where you would sit at if you were maintaining your weight. The fat burning state, if that's your goal, those are the calories and those are the macros that are formulated for what you need to hit in order to focus on the fat burning goal that you want to accomplish here. Remember, guys, as you're going through the calculator, you have a choice of what goal you want to accomplish. Is it fat burning or is it maintaining your weight? Then that's going to give you the macros that you want to accomplish, or that you need to hit to accomplish for the goals that you just set with the calculator. All right, Scarlett, my gym is somehow missing the hamstring curl machine. What would be a good substitute? Also, I thought the incline. Okay, let me answer the first one. So my gym somehow missing a hamstring curl machine. So Scarlett, is it the laying hamstring or is it the seated hamstring? Because those are two different exercises, but they kind of somehow similar, hit the same hamstring area ahead. So a substitute for that, if anybody else is wondering this, is you could get a yoga ball and you could put your heels on top of the yoga ball, bring your hips high into the air so your body is like this. This is the yoga ball. Your feet are like this, and you're on a slant with your shoulders on the ground, hips in the air, and you can bring the yoga ball into your butt using your heels and then outward again. So that's a really good substitute. Also, I thought the incline press machine was the front press machine. Is the incline a good substitute? Wait, what? Also, I thought the incline press machine, so the incline press machine was the front press machine. I'm not sure what you mean by front press machine. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Maybe you can clarify. Rachel, what is your opinion on the school of thought? What is your opinion on the school of thought that cardio immediately following weights blocks gains? I watched the video on the 3 options for cardio timing. Thanks. Yeah, so if you watch that video, that's what I share, like the 3 optimal times that's a really good fat burning state for you to do cardio, or put your body into a fat burning state to do cardio. So weights immediately following gains, absolutely 100% not. Like wherever you've heard that, just cast it away. Like that opinion is for the birds. So let me explain the science backed behind that. You have your pre-workout meal. I'm going to make this as simple as possible for you to understand. You have your pre-workout meal, which is carbohydrates. You're fueling your body with carbohydrates. You're filling your glycogen stores up. You're giving your body that energy to go perform that workout, okay? So when you're performing that weighted workout, the intense workout, you're using that glycogen for repair, restore, recovery as you're working out. As soon as you tank out that glycogen, you tank out that energy store, which you get to that end point of like, holy shit, like this is a really intense workout. I feel really freaking good, but I'm done, right? I'm like fatigued. You've tanked your gas stores. Then when you go and do cardio, basically that store is now empty. So what your body is then going to turn to is a different energy source for you to get through that cardio. And that different energy source is your own body's fat stores. So your body's going to tap into your fat stores, burning fat, while you're doing that cardio. It has no other area to pull from because your glycogen stores are empty. So it's going to pull from fat. And that's why at the end of it, that's why you should never do your cardio before you work out. You eat and then you do your cardio. You're burning through that fuel that you just provided your body for the workout. So eat, workout, cardio. If you're doing any cardio outside of that window, like what I just said, you want to make sure that your body is in that empty state, that fasted state. Right? Because your body's going to tap into your body's fat storage for that specific energy. All right. Jess, hi, Nikki. Shout out from King of Prussia. Wow. That's super close to home. Question, I've been lifting regularly for over a year. If I'm trying to build muscle, should I follow the gym workout or hypertrophy program? Thanks so much. So there's 2 different sides of goals here that you guys should focus on. You got the tone and shape side of things where you're decreasing body fat. If you're somebody who is overweight, if you are somebody who has muscle structure but just has fluff on top of it, then your goal would be to tone and shape, right? The toning and shaping workout program is the gym workouts. If you are somebody the gym or home workouts, if you are somebody who wants to just maintain their weight, guys, this is an option inside of your calculator, right? You're going to choose what goal you want to focus on. If your goal is to maintain your weight, it's building muscle, you don't really have that much weight to lose. You just want to really focus on adding more lean muscle to give yourself that hourglass look, to change your body composition. Then the focus for you would be on the hypertrophy side of things. But the main thing is here is you want to make sure that your caloric intake is higher when you're doing those workouts, because you're going to need that energy. You're going to need the caloric intake to perform the workouts and to recover from the workouts. So if your goal is to build muscle, really when you say build muscle, okay, hypertrophy is definitely going to help you put on that lean muscle mass the fastest. But guys, let me regress here for a second. When I just said you can build muscle in both of these states of what goals you have for yourself. The thing is with the tone and the shape side of things is you are decreasing body fat So you give your body that illusion of looking like you have bigger muscles. Okay, when you decrease body fat, you show more of that muscle tone that you have. It looks like you have more muscle to your body. You're putting this, but the thing is with these two goals is toning and shaping, you're putting on muscle mass, but you're not doing it as fast as you possibly could do it with the hypertrophy side of things. All right. Laura, I know you may have mentioned this, but wondering if you have a recommendation for multivitamin, also for a weightlifting belt. Since I have back issues, wondering if a belt might be good. Yeah, Laura, so the vitamins that I recommend, I've taken NutriBio multivitamin for women, the women's sport multivitamin. I've taken them like for years. I've just recently switched to Q Science, and I absolutely love their whole product line. I take their multivitamin, I take their macro vitamins, I take their fish oil, I take their probiotics. I feel a lot better taking the Q Science than I ever have taken NutriBio, but NutriBio is great. And it's not to say that my body didn't love that. I think I just got used to it. So switching to this different brand has been great. Weightlifting belt. Yes. So lately, because I've been terrible with my stretching and I really need to get better with it, and I highly recommend that with everybody, I use Valeo, Valeo, and I use that belt. And I've been using it recently only because I've been sitting a lot, working on this macro course for everybody, and my hamstrings are getting super freaking tight. So I've been using that belt because my lower back has been tight, because my hamstrings have been tight. So that's a great belt. I love it. That's the only brand that I've ever used. But guys, you don't need, this is like only if you have, like Laura, I'm only recommending this because you have back issues. You don't always 100% need a belt, okay? It's not something that you have to go run out and buy and be like, oh, I think I need one. You don't need it unless you have back issues, or unless like you're afraid to push some weight because you feel a little bit of tension in your back. That just gives you a little bit more of a comfort level to be like, hey, I'm confident and I can hit this. Okay, so the seated one. Yeah, so you can still, oh my God, my allergies are insane here. You can still, with the seated Scarlett, you can still do that exercise that I recommended with the yoga ball. And with your feet up on the yoga ball, your shoulders on the ground, your hips in the air, and you're bringing the yoga ball in and out. It's a burner. All right, Marianne. I do a lot of classes, weights, and cardio, spinner step or boot camp. How does that compare with your workout? I'm trying to do the machines, but not comfortable yet, but still trying it out. So that's awesome, Marianne. As long as you're still trying it out. Look, it's uncomfortable walking into a weight room, especially if you've never walked into it before. I've been there. I've left the gym. I've walked straight up to cardio equipment just because it was comfortable and easy. And that's just, you're familiar with it. So of course it's easy. Of course it's comfortable. Whenever you step outside of it, it's uncomfortable, it's unknown. So as long as you keep trying, that's all that matters. Don't give up on it. You can do it. Anybody can do it. Okay. It's just about getting familiar with that equipment. So now you're asking me with the classes and the cardio. Look, I highly recommend that you follow this programming that I am giving you, because you've got a goal for yourself, whether it's to tone into shape or to maintain and to build muscle. This whole entire program is set up for those specific goals. Classes on top of it, classes are going to be throwing in full body workouts. They're going to be throwing in tempo. They're going to be throwing, cardio mixed in with it. When you have this kind of goal, you've got to kind of eliminate everything else that's around you, or other things that people are telling you to do or that you need to do, and really focus on what is actually at hand, right? What the program is giving you. Now, on top of the cardio, because the weight section it's designed to give you what you want. The cardio, spin, step, boot camp, you got to really watch how much cardio you're doing in a week when this is your ultimate goal, because too much cardio can pull away from you getting toned, and pull away from building muscle. So spin is a very intense class. I did it, and I will never do it again. Step, boot camp, you're working your entire body. So like your muscles aren't, the specific muscles you want to focus on aren't being able to recover 100%, especially if your blood flow is going throughout your entire body while you're doing workout. So basically, moral of my answer to your question is follow WarriorBabe and follow what WarriorBabe is telling you to do, and kind of eliminate other things that you've done, even if it's scary, it's unknown, or it's because you're so comfortable doing it. You've got to, your results are because of where you are right now. So you've got to welcome in new things and try new things in order to really establish the goals that you want to accomplish for yourself. Krista, if I have a sedentary job and I'm not doing a workout, besides decreasing carbs or 25, should I decrease calories too? No. So when you decrease your carbs by 25, you are also decreasing your calories by 100. Okay, because carbs has 4 calories per gram. So 4 times 25 is 100. All right, so you're minusing already 100 calories. It's peanuts, guys. That's why when I like talk to my blueprint, my VIP babes, and I'm like, yeah, let's add 50 grams of carbs, they start freaking out. And I'm like, guys, it's only 200 calories. Like, it's legit peanuts. Like, you know, you're only minimizing 100 calories. You're only adding in this much when you want to adjust your macros. Like, it's calories and macros go together, but not every calorie is created equal, right? Because you have protein, fats, and carbohydrates. Each of those guys metabolize differently inside of your body. They each break down differently and have different functionalities inside of your body. So when you worry about the overall caloric intake, that really does not matter. When you come down to the distribution of your calories, which is macronutrients, that's where you want to be focusing on, because not every calorie is created equal. So I kind of went off on the rant there, but Christina, you don't have to worry about decreasing your calories, because you're already doing that when you're minusing 25 grams of carbs. The plate loaded chest press. Yeah, so the plate loaded chest press is an incline chest press. You can lower the seat, you can go up, you can rise the seat, you can go out. I'm not too sure what you were saying by a front press. I don't think that there isn't such thing as like a front press, because it's an incline press. Unless you're talking about a front raise, then a front raise is shoulder, and you're just doing a barbell front raise or a dumbbell front raise. Narcissa, I have been doing the hypertrophic workout for a few months now. You mentioned before that it is okay to go back to HIIT workouts for a while, then go back to hypertrophy. I gained around 7 pounds. I feel my legs getting more muscular and stronger, which I love. My question is, if I go back to HIIT and I don't want to lose any weight, just maintain, how to accomplish that with HIITs? So question is, if I go back to HIIT and so the high intensity side of things, I don't want to lose any weight, just maintain. All right, awesome, babe. So you can still do the gym side of workouts. You just understand, okay, so this is what I'm focusing on. I'm not looking to lose any weight either. I'm looking to maybe decrease 5 pounds. But by doing that, your body composition is still going to change, okay? So your body fat's going to decrease, but you could still hold on to the same exact weight. It's totally mind-blowing. I know that scale really doesn't freaking matter. So you can switch over into that side of things, but you want to make sure that your caloric intake is still at a higher level to maintain that weight that you've built for yourself, okay? So making sure that is still at a higher level, caloric intake. You can switch to other things. And then if you are decreasing, the glory of that, if you're decreasing the weight when you really don't want to, is just bumping up your macros a little bit more to stay at an even ground of where you want to be at. Jen, how should I incorporate my CrossFit days to your workout program? Right now, I'm 6 days a week there. You're 6 days a week at CrossFit. Well, then, okay, so maybe Jen, I know this is where I kind of go back into saying like, focus on WarriorBabe, focus on the workouts that I'm providing you. If you can take like a break from doing your CrossFit side of things, which I get it, CrossFit is CrossFit, you got the community, it's awesome, but CrossFit and what I teach are like two completely different things. So what it comes down to is like, what do you really want? What kind of goal do you have in mind for yourself? And maybe CrossFit kind of has to take a little bit of a break so that you can focus on implementing what I am teaching you inside of WarriorBabe. Because CrossFit, you're doing these clean and catches, you're doing these whole body movements and WODs and workouts of the days, which are hitting different muscles, which is great and all. But what I'm trying to teach you is like, here's shoulders, here's back. You're focusing one day on this primary muscle group, so that your blood flow stays in that one area and it's able to start recovering and doing the process of what you want to accomplish, right? So if you're doing 6 days a week there, it's like, you know, maybe you can jump down to 2 and do the 4-day workout program with WarriorBabe. That's what I would recommend. I really would recommend putting your focus on what I'm teaching you here. Dawn, science. Yes, you guys always know that I got the why and the how behind, I believe, what needs to happen with your bodies. I've been through it, 5 years experiencing it, a year before actually getting it down right. So I got the bombs for you. Christina, I use a Peloton bike for cardio. What heart rate zone do I need to stay within for steady state cardio? The workouts may be too intense unless I dial it down. Yeah, so the Peloton bike, if you get up there and you're doing those workouts, you're basically doing a spin class, and it's just so freaking intense that you're bumping outside of that zone. Really, the heart rate zone is different for everybody, but a common ground that I would probably focus on is like 130 to 140. But again, it's completely different for everybody. It's case sensitive in that arena. Nicole, yay, just able to join tonight. Welcome, babe. All right, Larry, you're welcome. Heidi, macros, food, advice on how to hit those daily goals. Struggling as some days I'm not hungry and I know I need to eat. Okay, babe, let me ask you one question. And let me ask this the best way possible. How are you going about accomplishing your tracking? How are you going about accomplishing your tracking? This is the number one mistake that I see women doing at the beginning of their macro journey is they wake up, they eat breakfast, they track it. They have their next meal, lunch, they get inside MyFitnessPal, they put that in. They have their snack. After their snack is done, they open up MyFitnessPal, they track it. If you guys are tracking as you go throughout the day, that is a big no-no. Why? Because if you're tracking as you go throughout the day, you're going to get to the end of the day and you're going to be like, oh shit, I have 40 grams of protein, I have 60 grams of carbs, I have 50 grams of fat that I still need to hit. And then you're macro hoarding everything or trying to macro hoard everything. You're not going to hit the numbers for the day. And then that's why you feel like you're freaking full, because at the end of the day, you're stuffing everything into your body. And then the next day comes and you're like, oh, here we go, we're doing it again. If you guys are tracking throughout the day, stop. You need to plan ahead the night before or the morning of that new day. Take the time, because when I say this, you can find the 5 to 10 minutes to sit down inside of MyFitnessPal and program your day. That way it's set up for yourself the next day. You don't even have to think about what you need to eat. That's going to eliminate so much thought processes that you have to worry about in that next day. And you can focus on, okay, getting my kids up to school. Okay, I need to go to work. Oh, my coworker needs this. Oh, it's time for me to eat. Oh shit, I already have that done and ready. I'm going to go grab my meal, right? So that's my number one advice. You need to plan ahead. Plan the night before, plan the morning of, sit down in MyFitnessPal and start putting all your meals together. That is your number one way of succeeding and getting that your macros hit and getting your metabolism on point. Because once you can hit the consistency with doing that, your results are going to start coming. You're not going to feel as hungry because you're not stuffing everything in. So that's my number one advice. Second advice is macro distribution throughout your day. If you are having, and guys, I believe this is inside of your application, inside the WarriorBabe Basics section of your app with the videos, I tell you exactly how to structure your day. There's a video on how to structure your day. So with the macro distribution, I see a lot of women, because I'm more hands-on in my VIP program, and I have my assistant coach looking through their daily logs on a daily basis. And there's a lot of women who do, and this may be you too, so it's going to help you. There's a lot of women who do protein, fat meals, then carb, fat meals, then like their macros and their distribution are just all over the place. And then you're not, so if you have a protein and fat dense meal, yeah, you're not going to feel hungry because your body is taking a lot more time to digest and work through that. So if you can so my recommendation is, for example, let's take your macro number of 125 and of carbohydrates, for example, 125 grams of carbohydrates. Divide that by 5 or 6 meals that you're going to be having throughout the day. Once you divide that number by 5, for example, I need my calculator. Once you divide that number by 5, say you're doing 5 meals a day, that's 25 grams of carbs for your target number for each one of your meals. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to be right on 25, but it should give you a gauge of, okay, I need to hit 20 here, maybe like 30 here, maybe 15 here, okay? Give or take like 10 or 15 per meal. But that will help you understand and gauge macro distribution and having even meals throughout the day so that your metabolism can evenly distribute and digest that meal. All right, and there's no 3 meals here, like 3 big meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like you want to be breaking it down into smaller portion meals so that your metabolism can help, your body can break down that food and your metabolism can rev and work. All right, Jackie. Hi, Nikki. So I'm new to the WarriorBabe and wanted to see if we need to track our BCAAs. The one I currently take says it has 10 grams of protein, which is nice. However, I have no problems meeting my protein goals and would actually prefer to eat the extra 10. Yeah, so if you're anything that has, babe, so first of all, welcome, Jackie, but anything that does have like I know my BCAAs have 1 gram of carbohydrates, like I track it. And so if anything has if there's any macros inside of any supplements that you guys are using, yes, track it. Now, that 10 grams of protein, babe, I would recommend getting it from 10 grams of food because I mean, you don't have to do it every day. You can have the BCAAs, but remember, like some of the supplements are artificial, so they're not coming from like whole foods, obviously, so they're not nutrient dense, and that protein may not be 100% actual protein. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, I would track it. Rita, glad I can finally make this session. Woo! Anyway, when doing shoulders presses example or triceps, skull crushes, etc., can I do each arm separately? I find I'm struggling on my left side. Yeah, you can totally break it down into single arm exercises. So for shoulder presses, obviously it would just be like this. For any tricep exercises for skull crushers, you can take dumbbells and you can just do single arm with dumbbells. All right, you're welcome, babes. Christina, calculator says I'm a meso, but I feel more like endo. With the amount of fat in my butt stomach, should I back off the weightlifting and start again with continuous steady state cardio and getting macros on point for 2 weeks before starting again with the home workouts? Whoa. So what the calculator says, remember guys, don't start going back and rechanging your answers and messing it all up. Whatever it says is true to you. I need to figure out a way to, like, once the question's done, eliminate that. I think that it is how it is, but I don't want anybody going back and like second guessing themselves. Like, it's true to what you are, right? I'm a hybrid, so I'm between a meso and an endo, but I have way more qualities of a meso. My butt, my stomach, I have all my weight in that lower section. even though that happens, I still follow a meso side of things. So, like, I would just stay the course, Christina. Don't start going Morse code and changing everything up. I would stay the course and see how your body responds to it. Nice. I hit home with you guys on the tracking. Good. Wow, that's me. Me too. Yep. Okay. You're so right. Okay, good. I'm glad that I'm helping you guys. That's the number one macro thing that I see with women, and I've been in this with working with women for three plus years now. So like I've seen it, and as soon as I turn that one thing around, for example, one of my babes like 2 years ago was like, "Wow, I feel so much better. I feel totally empowered. I'm actually doing this." Right? Instead of just winging it. You can't wing this because you're going to get to the end of the day. And like I say, macro hoarding is a real thing. It's going to be the next documentary on Netflix. Like, it's legit a real thing. But the way to eliminate that is by planning ahead. Plan ahead, guys. You deserve the time for yourself to sit down for 5 to 10 minutes. And plus, it may take you a half an hour at first to set this all up, but look, as you continually do it on a daily basis, you are going to get faster and faster and faster. You're going to come to the 5 minutes that it takes to just put your meals in or copy and paste your meals from day to day. It's going to be so much easier for you to hit it. All right, so Tina, I struggled to hit macros exactly. How close is good? Within 5. Within 5. Within 5, plus or minus 5 of each macronutrient category. Okay, so let me show you my macros from yesterday. That is exactly how it can be. 2 carbs, minus 5 in fats, and 0 in protein. It can be plus or minus 5 in each one of those categories. Ashley, planning the night before works beautifully. Yes, 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 yes. Angela, I know and understand the amount of weight doesn't matter as long as you have mind and muscle connection. My question is though, if I can't go to the gym to do the hypertrophy workouts, can I get similar results by adding weight to the lifts and the HIIT workouts? Yeah, babe, I would, for you, because I know you do your workouts at home, I would totally add a little bit more weight and lower your rep scheme. So do like 8 to 10 reps, but focus on putting on a little bit more weight. Michelle, so minimum time for a last meal for fasting cardio during the day. Looking to potentially do cardio or weights at lunch so I can plan accordingly. Yeah. Yeah, guys. And if you guys are new, like, I remember when I first started my journey, it took me like 2 or 3 weeks to like fully get my routine down. Okay. So like working out this time because I had work, or working out and doing my cardio at this time because I had other life obligations. Just because in the first couple of weeks of you guys joining this and it's like, oh shit, but this happened or this happened, don't give up. It's just about getting your routine mixed into your everyday schedule. And once it's set into your everyday schedule and you're like, okay, I know, like I would always plan ahead. Like legit, I'm going to get that fucking tattooed on my body because that has been the ultimate game changer for me. I would think, okay, I have this stuff this week. I know this stuff is happening, right? When I was a nurse and I was working in the emergency room, I knew what shifts I had for the week. So I could plan ahead. I'd be like, okay, I have to get my grandmother up from this time to this time because I was taking care of my sick grandmother. So I knew this time to this time in the morning and at night, I had to take care of her. Then I worked 7 to 3 or 7 to 7, right? These are the days that maybe 7 to 7, I was taking a rest day. 7 to 3, okay, hitting 7 to 3 and then going to work out at 4 o'clock. Legit, this was my schedule. And then just the week before, like that Sunday, I would plan my entire week. I'm getting the workout in this time. This is a time allotted. I'm getting my workout here in the morning at this time. This is a time allotted. I'm going to take care of my grandmother. I'm going to go to the gym. Maybe I would do an 11 to 7 shift and I would do that and then come home, take care of my grandmother, and then obviously go to bed, right? So it's like, how can I plan ahead? I know what my week looks like. Where can I fit in my time to go to the gym? Game changer. Absolute game changer. Yana, hi. Any recommendations for abs after C-section? That area is very hard to work on. Yeah. So I've never had babies. I've never had a C-section, but I know a lot of women who have, and it's that lower abdominal area that's usually always the hardest for women, and it sometimes will never take form back. So love yourself and your body for where you are right now, baby. You gave birth and you gave life, first of all. Second of all, some exercises that would be good are like leg lifts to see if it's going to be hard at first, but because of that lower abdominal region is super weak, but just doing them constantly will help you regain strength. Anything really exercise wise, at first it's going to feel like it's super freaking hard, but if you can consistently do it daily or every other day, you're going to work that area back up and give it some more strength. So that's my recommendation. Yeah, okay, Alana, I just completely went past your comment that I saw because I was like, what is that? Mariana, how do you measure your numbers to food? How do you measure your numbers to food? I'm drawing a complete bank of how food equals macros. Wait, what? How do you measure your numbers to food? I'm drawing a complete blank of how food equals macros. So I use a scale, and when I'm weighing my food out, grams, ounces, pounds, that all attributes to how much protein is inside that food, how much carbs is inside that food. And in MyFitnessPal, it does that math for you. So if it's 3 ounces of protein, it's equivalent to 18 grams of protein. It does the conversion for you, and that way inside of MyFitnessPal, you're logging all of your meals. That makes sense? Scarlett, is it okay to make pre and post an exception to the distribution of macro? I know less fat is better for those meals, but would we have to pack in the carbs protein, or would just take a rice cake and shake be good? Is it okay to make pre and post an exception to the distribution of macro? Oh, yeah. So your pre and post workouts for workouts, you do want to have majority of not majority, but a good decent amount of carbohydrates. At least what I say inside of the videos, inside of the app is 20 to 30 grams of carbohydrates pre and post workout, because that's going to give you that energy that you need to get inside the gym. So yeah, absolutely. Your pre and post workout, and plus that counts as I count them as one of my 6 meals for the day. Pre-post workout, then 3 other meals, or pre and post workout, 4 other meals. So yes, 110%. Totally fine. Check out this month's home workout hamstrings if you want to see the yoga while hamstring curl. Thank you, Dawn. Abby, hey Nikki, currently watching while doing cardio, although I found this drink called Physique that says it's whey isolate and it's 20 grams of protein. Do you think that's okay to drink during the day? Abby, I would have that more around your workout. If it's a whey isolate, it's a fast-acting protein, so it's good for pre or post. But I wouldn't drink it during the day. I would really substitute that for a whole based meal, so that you can get the nutrients that you need. Woo! Melissa, you're finally live. Woot woot. Awesome. All right, Chris and Laura, what are your thoughts on bone broth? I read it was good as a post-workout drink because it replenishes nutrients lost. Yeah, absolutely. I've had bone broth before. It's a great source of protein. There's 20 grams of protein in a box, depending what brand you get. 100%. Scarlett, what would be the max fat and pre and post workout? I've been eyeing the Cold Stone flavors, but they have 7 to 9 grams of fat. That's a great post workout. So I say this inside the videos, guys. I'm going to answer the questions, but remember, this content is inside of your application. You swipe left on the home screen, WB Basics. There's a pre and post workout structure, pre-post rules. I forget what I call the video. Remember, guys, there's so much content inside those videos that when I'm not live with you guys on this Q&As, please make sure to check out that section, because it's going to help answer so many questions that I see already repetitively here on this Q&A time. So pre and post workout, you want to minimize the fat to like 5 to 9 grams. So if you can find one that's like 6, 7, Scarlett, have at it. Robin, if I can get my macros within 5, but my calories are under, I've been sick a few days and food just isn't appealing. Yes, guys. Yes. And girls, go watch the videos. It does not matter. Here's my day again. It does not matter about those calorie numbers. All that matters is that you are getting the protein, fats, carbohydrates, plus or minus 5 in each of those categories. Calories do not matter, right? Calories do not matter. You can be plus 118 like I am. You can be or negative 118 like I am. You can be plus 55. You can be plus whatever. That number does not matter. All that matters, and you guys can change the way that you see this at the top. Click those little 3 dots there, and then you can have your thing say macronutrient focus. So you can see the plus or minus 5 happening at the top there. Like I know a lot of people have calorie focused, right? That shit's so confusing to me. I look at that and I'm like, what? Right? So like click the 3 little dots, have macronutrient focused. Bam! Now that might be a premium option, but guys, it is so fucking worth it to upgrade yourself to premium. So freaking worth it. Instead of doing 3 days of 30 minutes of cardio per week, can I do 2 days per week of 45 to 60? Nope. No. That is so much freaking cardio in one period of time. You don't need that much. You want to just give your body exactly what you need at 30 minutes. Or maybe you can do like 35 or 40, I would say would be the best. 45 to 60, it's like you're tapping into some really serious stores there. And if you there's a fine line you can cross with your glycogen stores being depleted and then your fat stores, you tapping into your fat stores for energy. But any long duration of time like that, you want to replenish your stores, right? I talk about this for endurance athletes inside of the application in the video section, where if you're doing running plus like 50 minutes or 60 minutes, you got to replenish those stores with more carbohydrates because your body's going to start tapping into your muscles for energy, all right? Hello, I'm new. Welcome, Shonda. It's my 4th day. Nice. I just figured my macros now, just trying to figure out how to put in my meal so I can get it ready for tomorrow. So I just stated this, and I love that you're doing this already the day before. Kudos to you, babe, because there's people that come into this and they're tracking as they go, and that is a big freaking no-no. Do not track as you go throughout the day because you're going to get to the end of the day and you're going to have tons and tons of macros left. Okay, so what I can recommend, babe, is it may take you for this first, getting your macros ready for, like, it may take you 30 minutes. It may take you 40 minutes to get this down pat and have them equal in what I'm telling you to do with a plus or minus 5 at the top. But don't be stunted by that time, because as you do it every single day, it's going to get easier and easier and easier and easier. Now, figuring out how to put your macro meals so that you can get it ready for tomorrow, you can go into the app, you can check out our weekly meal options, and whatever, you can follow those meals, you can follow those macros and put them into your MyFitnessPal. And just if they're not aligning 100%, number one recommendation that I can have you do that's going to make it all line up is just changing the quantities of your macros per meal. So let's say example, like let's say I'm over on I don't know, protein, right? So then I would just I would click on my chicken breast. Why is my screen like that? And then I would click on the number per serving, and then I would literally just play with the quantity. So I would move, okay, let me try, if I'm over on protein, let me just bring it down to 1 ounce. If I'm under on protein, let me up it to 3 ounces, right? So you want to play with like the quantities of your macronutrients. And then another easy way, babe, is to take your numbers, say you're at 140 protein, divide that by 6. And that should be your target number to hit throughout your day. If you're at 125 grams of carbohydrates, take that, divide it by 6, and 25 should be like your target range for each meal for your carbohydrates. Melissa, I have ab issues from 5 pregnancies. Seeing a physical therapist now, and they're reteaching me how to utilize my core properly. Might be a good thing for C-section too. Yeah, 100%. Thanks, babe, for sharing that. Jenny, having trouble with muscle growth, was doing the HIIT for about 6 months. I've started hypertrophy for the last 2 months. It just worries me because I feel like I have extra fat in my stomach area and don't want to gain. I need to do better with macros. I'm going to stop there, babe. I need to do better with macros. If you're inconsistent, your body's going to fluctuate with water weight. It's going to fluctuate with holding onto fat. It's going to fluctuate all many different ways. If you're not at least 90% to 100% consistent with your macros, it's going to be hard to see any true progress consistently. I'm not sure if I still should stick with HIIT. Is there a recommendation on so don't switch back and forth. Stay in hypertrophy, focus on your macros. Is there a recommendation on what your body fat percentage should be before you go to hypertrophy? I'm sure I'm making this way too fucking complicated. Yeah, you are. You're thinking way too far into it. And it's okay. I'm here to help you. Just stay where you're at. Your main focus, I'm not even going to answer your other questions. Your main focus should be just getting your macros on point. That's it. Just focus on doing that. Sierra, I'm a meso, I think, muscular already, but have about 15 pounds of fat to lose. I have been doing the gym workouts and not seeing much change. Should I be doing something different or stick with it and know it will get results eventually? Well, Sierra, how long have you been doing this? And are you being consistent with your macros? Are you following your macros? Michelle, mind blown macro option. Nice. I hope that helped. Tina, can you add surrenders? Oh my God, to a quad day. Really? Those things are fucking brutal. I mean, are my workouts hard enough? Whew. Guys, I mean, if you see surrenders pop into this workout program, blame Tina, okay? Because I didn't even have that thought in my head, but that is a great exercise. So, I mean, sure. It won't be in February's because I've already created February's, but maybe it'll pop up in March's. You're asking for some brutal days there. All right, guys, so I'm all caught up on questions. So this was a great Q&A. I can see that there's a lot of newbies in here. I'm so excited for you guys to embark on this macro journey, embark on your own journey of fitness, and achieve the results and the goals that you want to accomplish. And let me just tell you that my concepts of eating more food are going to be an absolute game changer. You just have to keep an open mind. All right, because we've all been led down the road of restriction. And once you restrict specific foods for a long period of time, your body trying to do its work isn't going to trying to utilize the right macronutrients to accomplish the goals that you want. If you restrict it for a long period of time, in that restriction, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that you're not going to restrict here. All right, you need each one of these macronutrients in order to get to the goals that you want to accomplish. They all work together. Protein and fats work together. Protein and carbs work together. And when one's eliminated, it's hard for them to work appropriately together. All right, so you're going to keep every type of food in. You can enjoy the foods that you want to eat in balance. Like, I'm going to get some gelato today. I've worked it into my macros. Like, it's all about balance. All right. Gail, can you not add walkout push-ups? Maybe. Michelle, my husband did not appreciate walkout push-ups. Smart man. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, they'll be in March's workouts for sure. Just kidding. We'll see. All right, babes. I have loved spending every single minute with you on this call. This was a great Q&A. I hope that I answered your questions. You have some clarity moving forward. You feel confident with your next steps. My main takeaway from this call is plan ahead. Please plan ahead. Once you do, it's so much freaking easier. Like, take that seriously. You don't have to think about your food when it's already programmed and planned. You don't have to think about when am I going to get this workout in when it's already programmed and planned. And if shit falls through, it's okay. All right? As long as you did the effort of planning. If you didn't, then who's the one? Whose fault is that? That's yours. All right? Bye, everybody. I love you. I love you. Keep showing up for yourself. Stay on point, stay consistent, and I guarantee you results will show. And enjoy your food. It's good. Food is fuel. Bye, everyone.